this pissed, and I keep running.
Hey, J4J Jesters, it's Kohberger Alibi time. Hey guys, welcome back. We have an update in the
Bryan Kohberger
case. We have a new filing, and this filing includes his alibi. And since I'm recording this, we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to take you, with courtesy of the Daily Mail, on the drive that police believe Kohberger took in the early morning of November 13th. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's find out what Kohberger's alibi is.
Bring it on, woman.
Buckle up as we pull out of the Steptoe Apartments. All right. In the District Court of the 2nd Judicial District of the State of Idaho, in and for the County of Latah. This is the State of Idaho versus
Bryan Kohberger.
And this document is the objection to the state's motion to compel, motive of defense of alibi, or alternatively to bar certain evidence. Comes now, Bryan C. Kohberger, by and through his attorney of record, Ann C. Taylor, public defender, and hereby and objects to the state's motion to compel, motive of defense of alibi, or alternatively to bar certain evidence. Idaho Code 19519 and ICR 12.1 require an alibi disclosure of a specific location, with a specific location and witnesses to so testify. By statutory definition, Mr. Kohberger may remain silent, yet testify that he was not at 1122 King Road, November 13th, 2022. However, in an abundance of caution and recognizing the court has authority to exclude witnesses, Mr. Kohberger has indicated he anticipates corroborating witnesses. Mr. Kohberger has long had a habit of going for drives alone. Often he would go for drives at night. He did so late on November 12th and into November 13th, 2022. Mr. Kohberger is not claiming to be at a specific location at a specific time. At this time, there is not a specific witness to say precisely where Mr. Kohberger was at each moment of the hours between late night November 12th, 2022 and early morning November 13th of 2022. He was out driving during the late night and early morning hours of November 12th to 13th, 2022. Counsel for Mr. Kohberger is aware that case law broadens the definition of alibi with the statutory requirement of a specific location to more broadly include disclosure of information that tends to state the person claiming the alibi was at a place other than the location of an offense. Mr. Kohberger has complied to the extent possible at this time. Corroboration of Bryan Kohberger not being at 1122 King may be brought out through cross-examination of the state's witnesses. At this time, Mr. Kohberger cannot be more specific about the possible witnesses and exactly what they will say. The defense has been hampered by the state's own choices. The state chose a secret grand jury rather than the planned preliminary hearing. Had the state moved forward with the preliminary hearing, the defense would have had the opportunity to develop testimony through cross-examination and witness presentation. Instead, the defense has only received, on July 27, 2023, a copy of the testimony the state chose to elicit. Review of such is underway. The defense had to obtain investigative materials from the state's investigative counterparts, the FBI, through an order compelling the state to provide such materials. The state made draft disclosures just 2 weeks ago. The sufficiency of these disclosures is currently being analyzed. Corroboration of Bryan Kohberger not being at 1122 King may be brought out through expert witness presentation. That analysis is underway. the defense has been diligently working to analyze relevant discovery materials and conduct its own investigation. Notably, the defense had to obtain a court order to receive relevant discovery materials. That delay hampers the defense investigation. The defense acknowledges a vast amount of discovery has been provided. Discovery is received on a nearly weekly basis. The defense reviews and acts on the discovery as quickly as possible, including making appropriate supplemental requests for discovery. The state's motion is an attempt to force the defense to open its work product files and let the state peek inside. The defense has stated all that it firmly can state at this time. This is not trial by ambush from the defense. Yet, in some instances, face the delay of requesting a court order to obtain information. The state continually uses those opportunities to attempt to force a waiver of speedy trial. That is a decision left to Mr. Kohberger and Mr. Kohberger alone. Mr. Kohberger was out driving alone. Corroborating evidence may come from cross-examination of state's witnesses. Corroborating evidence may come from presentation of defense experts. Mr. Kohberger is aware of and will comply with his continuing duty to disclose information. The court may exempt Mr. Kohberger from further inquiry. Mr. Kohberger requests such an exemption at this time. Continued inquiry at this juncture delves into his case investigation, as well as protected work product. In support of an exemption, Mr. Kohberger is prepared to provide further detail in an ex parte hearing with the court. Dated this 2nd day of August, 2023. Ann C. Taylor. So there we have it. He was driving around the night of the 12th. He was driving around the night of the 12th, the morning of the 13th. That's the alibi. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. I think Bryan Kohberger was driving around, but I think he also had a little stop there for a hot minute on King Road. Let me know what you guys think. We're going to have a live stream tomorrow. I'm going to be taking your calls so you can weigh in on what you think of Bryan Kohberger's alibi. I'll see you in the next video. Be sure to check out my other videos and playlists for more true crime content. And if that's not enough, you can join our Patreon. Don't have a tinfoil hat? It's okay. We'll make you one. It's that easy. See you guys in the next video.
See you later. Bye.